When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember no matter where you are, Allah knows, Allah knows. When you're carrying a monster load and you wonder how far you can go,
a question that we are constantly asked is that what is the difference between Islam and other religions? They all call for acts of goodness, such as not to cheat, not to molest women, not to rob, not to kill innocent people. So what's the difference between Islam and other religions? And the answer to that question is that Islam, unlike other religions, not only tells you to do acts of goodness, but it also tells you the way to achieve such states of goodness. Let's give an example to make this statement clear. Islam tells Muslims not to rob. Not only that, but Islam has a system of zakah that makes the poor have their sufficient needs, their essential needs. The rich in Islam are commanded to pay 2.5% of their wealth or of their income if they have 85% of gold or what is equivalent to that in money. They're considered to be rich. And if this amount of money or gold is stable for 1 lunar year, then they should pay 2.5% of their property, of their money, of their income to the poor. And it has a special way of calculation that is made clear in the Islamic books. So 2.5% is paid to the poor. This makes those poor in no need to rob or steal. This makes the poor have their sufficient and essential and basic needs.
when you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember no
بيسألوا ويقولوا إيه الفرق بين الإسلام وغيره من الأديان؟ علما بأن كل الأديان بتدعو إلى اجتناب القبائح مثل السرقة والزنا. والإجابة في حاجات كتير قوي بتميز الإسلام عن غيره من الأديان، لكن تعالوا نركز على الحاجتين المذكورين في السؤال. السرقة، كل الأديان بتحرم وبتجرم السرقة. كل الأديان بتعتبر السرقة شيء قبيح وبتأمر أتباعها أن يجتنبوه. ولكن ما يميز الإسلام الدين الحق هو إن الإسلام مش بس بيقول لنا السرقة حرام ومش بس بيقول لنا نجتنب السرقة، لكن كمان الإسلام بيضع منهج ونظام للوصول إلى مجتمع بدون سرقة. فالإسلام وضع نظام الزكاة، فكل غني يجب عليه أن يدفع زكاة ماله للفقراء حتى يغنيهم الإسلام.
When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember no
After that, Islam has a very severe punishment to those who commit such a crime, to those who rob or steal. Allah says in the Holy Quran, as for the thief, be he or she, chop off his or her hand. So the punishment of stealing in Islam is so severe. It's chopping off the thief's hand. Also, this has conditions that is mentioned in the books of legislations in Islam or the Sharia law. So this has conditions. It doesn't just, not anyone is chopped. His hand is chopped. So in general, there is a punishment, a very severe punishment, to he or she who steals, along with the system of zakah, which makes people in no need to steal or rob. This is how Islam reaches the state of goodness, which is making people away from theft and robbery. It has a system of zakah, and it also has a severe punishment. We should also put into mind that the income of the richest people in the world, and there are just a few, is equal to the GDP of the 47 poorest countries of the world. So if these or those people pay their zakah, this would eliminate poverty from these 47 countries, 47 poorest countries of the world. So it's very practical. The system of zakah, the severe punishment that is there in Islam, it would actually eliminate theft and robbery. Somebody might argue and say, well, if we have like first world countries and everyone is living in a high standard of living, no one would need to commit or fall into theft and robbery. The answer is this is absolutely wrong, because the highest rates of theft and robbery in the world is in the United States. And it's a first world country, and it's one of the richest, if not the richest, of the world. So no system whatsoever can eliminate theft and robbery such as Islam, such as the system that is put forward in Islam.
When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember
ولا يحتاجون إلى السرقة. شوف بقى الحكمة العظيمة. فالإسلام حرم القبائح مثل السرقة، لكن وضع نظام ومنهج، لأنه هو الدين الحق، وليس فقط أمر السرقة محرمة بس، لا، إنما الإسلام وضع منهج ونظام عشان نصل إلى هذه الفضيلة. فمهم جدا إن احنا نفهم الحتة دي. الزكاة نظام موضوع، فالغني بيدي أمواله أو بيدي جزء 2.5% من المال إذا بلغ النصاب وعدى عليه الحول يديه للفقير، والفقير بذلك بيستغني وبيكون عنده الحاجات الأساسية بتاعته. بعد كده من سولت له نفسه السرقة، ومن كان مريض، في نفوس مريضة، هناك عقاب رادع. فالله عز وجل بيقول سبحانه وتعالى: والسارق والسارقة فاقطعوا أيديهما جزاء بما كسب نكالا من الله. ففي عقوبة شديدة جدا، قطع اليد. ده مع نظام الزكاة الموجود نصل لمجتمع عفيف، نصل لمجتمع بعيد عن السرقة. وده المنهج اللي وضعه الإسلام، وده فرق كبير جدا بين الإسلام وغيره من الأديان.
When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember
Another example is that the rates of rape are very high in a lot of countries of the world, especially, and this might be impressive to a lot of you, especially in some of the first world countries, such as the United States, in which there are more than 2,000 acts of rape every day. 2,000 cases of rape happen in the United States every day. So Islam has put forth a system by which rape can be eliminated. Islam does not only say that rape is forbidden, rape is prohibited, rape has a punishment in the hereafter, but also Islam puts forth a system by which Muslims and those who go by the teachings of Islam can get rid and totally eliminate cases of rape. In Islam, the believers, the men, are ordered to lower their gaze. The second thing is the women themselves, they should be covered in such a manner that also prevents them from getting molested. Not only that, Islam also puts a severe punishment on he who does molest or rape a woman. So there is a way in which or by which Muslims reach the state of goodness that Islam calls them to achieve. Unlike other religions where the states of goodness are just commanded and they are just told to do such actions without telling them the way by which they reach such states of goodness. And this is a major difference between Islam and other religions. Putting into mind the major differences or the other major differences that we mentioned before, that in Islam we submit to the Creator, the Lord of the universe. Him alone we bow to and prostrate to. He is the maker and He deserves to only be worshipped. And also all the teachings of Islam and the Islamic legislation that Islam puts forth is very close to human nature, and it leads humans to tranquility and inner peace. And this is one of the great things that prove that Islam is the true religion.
When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember
كمان الزنا، حرم الإسلام الزنا، ولكن الإسلام على خلاف غيره من الأديان أو القوانين جعل هناك نظام للوصول إلى تلك الفضيلة، العفاف عن الزنا. فربنا سبحانه وتعالى أمر المؤمنين من الرجال أن يغضوا أبصارهم، دي أول حاجة. تاني حاجة شرع الحجاب، فالمرأة ترتدي حجابها، فبكده يكون فيه الستر والبعد، كل البعد عن الفواحش. ثالث حاجة وضعت العقوبة الشديدة على من وقع في جريمة الزنا أو الاغتصاب، أو حتى أقل من ذلك التحرش الجنسي، عليه عقوبة طبعا تعزير مش الحد الموجود إلى غير ذلك. المهم في منهج بيوضع في الإسلام، منهج واضح للوصول للفضائل، للوصول للمجتمع الفاضل، المجتمع البعيد عن الفواحش.
When you feel all alone in this world and there's nobody to count your tears, just remember no matter where you are, Allah knows, Allah knows. When you're carrying a monster load and you wonder how far you can